Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Good evening and welcome to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Tonight we are on Central Iowa Sports Network. Today and always, our pregame show is brought to you by Cinerama Ankeny. Cinerama Ankeny is your full-service sign and graphics company. We design, produce, and install all types of exterior and interior signs, graphics for vehicles, including vehicle wraps, walls, windows, and doors. We also do banners, yard signs, business cards, real estate signs, trade show and exhibit displays, flags, and more. Call us at 515-216-1240 or visit www.cinerama-ankeny.com. Tonight, it's the Jayhawks in town to take on the Ankeny Centennial Jaguar boys soccer team, and if this game is half as exciting as it was nearly a year ago to the day when these two teams played last year, went to a shootout, and we had record numbers that night watching here on Centennial Digital on the Central Iowa Sports Network. So looking forward to this one. Should be a lot of fun. The Jaguars with a bunch of talent left or back off of last year's state tournament team And they, along with some good young talent too, 4 freshmen made the varsity roster this year for Coach Brian Duax and his squad. The teams are meeting for the coin flip down below as they get ready to go with everything here. We will invite in our play-by-play man, Austin Oliver. He'll be back next as we get ready to go, about 5 minutes to the first kick. We want to be sure and thank Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law for presenting our boys and girls soccer coverage all season long. Community-driven law firm with a passion for giving back. LGL Law is the team to not only fit the legal needs of our community members, but also support the things that make Ankeny a great place to live, work, and play. We will be back with our 72 degrees starting lineups coming up right after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Gerard.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Gerard Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, We have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Welcome to North Ankeny. We're here for Centennial Jaguar soccer tonight. It's a balmy 50 degrees maybe tonight, 45, 50 degrees. Much better conditions than the last couple broadcasts that we've had. So looking forward to some action tonight between the Urbandale Jayhawks and the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars as the teams do their final preparations in advance of the starting lineups here. We're going to be going over to the starting lineups here with Cade Tomlinson here in just a second, as the Jaguars get in their final warm-ups of the night.
I don't see a cool Brian in your contacts. To who?
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the pitch at Ankeny Centennial High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Jayhawks of Urbandale and your Centennial Jaguars. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Jayhawks. At defense, a senior, number 3, Ben Kroll. At defense, a senior, number 4, Dennis Sahich. At defense, a senior, number 5, Ben Sandoval. At midfield, a junior, number 6, Rockney Carver. At forward, a junior, number 11, Jude Hissler. At defense, a sophomore, number 18, Fabrizio Morales. At midfield, a freshman, number 19, Mason Epperson. At defense, a junior, number 20, Ian Swacker. At forward, a sophomore, number 21, Abe Dingus. At midfield, a freshman, number 26, Kenan Kapich. And in goal for the Jayhawks, a sophomore, number 1, Kyler Anderson. And now, the starting lineup for your Centennial Jaguars. At midfield, a freshman, number 2, Brock Brazeau. At defense, a senior, number 5, Haris Samolovich. At midfield, a senior, number 8, Lucas Cowman. At forward, a junior, number 9, Andrew Heckenleibel. At midfield, a junior, number 10, Ty Duax. At forward, a senior, number 11, Rashidi Ishbami. At forward, a senior, number 12, Parker Lundberg. At defense, a senior, number 15, Braden Packabush. At midfield, a freshman, number 18, Ben Ridlin. And at defense, a junior, number 22, Bo Brazeau. In goal for the Jaguars, a junior, the 00, Andrew Nelson.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Welcome back. Got both teams on the field ready to get this contest started here from the Centennial Jaguar field here in North Ankeny. The team's doing a final handshake. I don't think I've seen that yet this year, but good to see some sportsmanship ahead of this game. I know this last year this game was pretty heated. It was a 3-2 win for the Jaguars in a shootout. Looks like the sides will be changing sides, so you'll have the Jaguars tonight in white on your left going to the right, and have the Urbandale Jayhawks in black moving from right to left. Kind of expected the Jaguars or the Jayhawks to come out in a blue or red white variation, but they came out with the black uniform. Each of the teams having a final huddle as we get ready to go. Be looking forward to seeing the Jaguars here. The first match of the year got a couple freshmen. Brock Brazeau looks like he's going to be playing some this year. And also Ben Ridlin is a freshman as well, both in the starting lineup for the Jaguars.
We're getting ready to go. We've got 30 minutes on the clock. 22 players on the field.
Mid-ref here is coming over to make sure we got 40 minutes on the clock instead of 30 minutes on the clock. Just making sure here. Center ref just getting some final instructions out to his side referees here, looks like. He's ready to play. The Jaguars will be in possession first as they put the ball into play. Centennial's all in black here, isn't it? I screwed that up, didn't I? Centennial's in black. They'll be on your right, moving to your left. And the Jayhawks will be on your left, moving to your right. So I apologize for mixing up the setup here. Jaguars in all black, as they should be. Smolovich with a nice little pass up to number 9, Heckenlabel in the midfield. Getting it to Duax. Duax taking it to the outside. Back to Duax. Jaguars will pull it back into the defensive setup here to cycle it around, looking for some openings to open up the field a little bit. Lundberg with a touch, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Samovic will throw it in. He gets to 22, Bo Brazeau. returning starter. Shimon Stillenberg. Ball was out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars on the near side.
Jaguar, throw in.
Jayhawks are coached by Darby Wesley. He was the coach as well last year. Jaguars are coached by Brian Duax. Ishbami with the touch, his first touch of the ball. Tries to get over to Duax, but it's picked up by one of the Jayhawk defenders. Jayhawks work a little bit of possession on the far side. Jayhawks send it all the way down. Looks like it's going to be snatched up by the goalkeeper for the Jaguars. That's Andrew Nelson with his first touch of the night. He's a junior. Bo Brazeau cycling it around. Ball sent out of bound. Jayhawks throw in from the far side. Nice pass. Back out to the outside. Duax is called offsides on the far side. It'll be a free kick from about 20, 25 yards out. Good look there. Nice little attack. A nice little formation there. Just a little bit too quick on the draw for Duax to get across that line and get the offsides call. Ben Ridlin with a touch number 18. One of the freshmen on the field. First foul of the game. Urbandale Jayhawk goes down.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Ball kind of pinballing through the middle. Nobody's gotten very much possession here, kind of going back and forth. The Jaguars look to settle it down, but it's knocked out of bounds. Going to go out of bounds. He saved it along down the line. Ishbami with onsides. He's got an attack here, looking to get across. Does get across. It's touched by one of the Jayhawks. He settles it into the middle. Oh, a nice shot for number 2. That's Brock Brazeau with really his first touch of the night. Just sends it a little bit to the left of the goal. Nice shot. Nice little combination between the Jaguars. Just 5 minutes in, the first real attack for either team. Be a free kick for the goalkeeper. Foul. Brock Brazeau draws the foul. Looks to put it in quickly and then decides to settle down here. Samalovic will come up, take the free kick. He sends it into Brazeau. Brazeau, nice little touch and some possession. Unfortunately hits the referee. I think that is a newer call here, that if it does hit the referee, it does become a dead ball here. I think they will, it'll be a drop ball for the offense, and they'll send it backwards to reset the offense. A little miscommunication on the drop-off there leads to a Jaguar turnover. Jayhawks are attacking. Going to be a little strong on the pass. I don't think he's going to be able to run it down there in the corner. And does take it out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars at the goalkeeper.
If you're looking for a place to train, you're looking for an opportunity to get better, we can help you do that. Nick Jarash with Nick Jarash Fitness. We'll see you there.
Jaguars so far have had great possession. There's only been a few little stretches of possession for the Jayhawks. Been a nice job by the Jaguars. Jaguar defender stepping up. One of the midfielders stepping back to get the possession. Takes it out of bounds. It'll be a Jayhawk throw-in on the far side. 7 minutes into the game.
Jayhawk throw-in.
Jaguars take the throw-in and do a nice job of settling that ball down in the offensive zone. Trying to get in the offensive zone, but the Jayhawks steal it right back. Dennis Seahick with a few touches. Oh, a nice ball to some open space. Have a good battle going over there. Bo Brazeau there, 22, playing defender, sends the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jayhawks.
Jayhawk throw-in.
Big battle going on down there, really close to the end line. A foul called on the Jayhawks. It'll be a free kick in the back here for the Jaguars. Don't forget to stick around after the end of the game to find out who our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law player of the game is, your local attorneys, and a team to fit your legal needs. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law, 515-964-8777, or online at ankenylaw.com. So far, the battle's been really in the midfield for both teams. Jaguars have gone a couple times down, a little bit further, but a lot of the battles have been happening in the midfield with a lot of change of possession as the Jaguars get down into a nice offensive selection there. Nice corner. Oh, Ishbami almost with a header for a goal. Very, very close. Far in there, somebody had a cross there right on the end line, and Ishbami almost got his head and connected for a goal for the Jaguars. Number 9, it was Heckenlabel with the cross there. Did a nice job of just ripping that back across and almost connected up with Shbami. Long ball set down. Is putting it into a really good position. Number 6 for the Jayhawks. He just cannot get his feet underneath of him. And it just rolls pretty undangerously right to the goalkeeper. They had an awesome opportunity as Rockney Carver was out on a break there and just could not get control and ended up going down trying to get control of the ball. But a beautiful pass from the back to get him into some open space. The first real chance for the Jayhawks just was not meant to be. Oh, a nice ball put in there. Goalkeeper tries to come out. Can't play that ball. Heckenlabel goes right around him and scores to the far end. Heckenlabel for the first goal of the year for the Jaguars. As the PA announcer blows the foghorn. 10 minutes into the first half, it's 1-0 Jaguars on a score from Andrew Heckenlabel. So Jayhawks will look to respond after the first goal of the season for the Jaguars.
Goal scored by number 9, Andrew Heckenleibel, at the 10:47 mark of the first half. Heckenleibel at 10:47.
Yeah, Andrew just did a nice job of being calm when he saw the goal keep starting to come out and was able to just get it under control just enough to get it around that goal keep and had an open goal, was able to take it to the far corner. Very, very nice job of being confident and just patient as that ball went down there. Had a little of a tussle here at the offensive end for the Jayhawks. A player went down, and number 12 for the Jayhawks is imploring that I think he was Moise Matabazi was asking for maybe a flop to be called on that ball, but did not. Referee said that did not happen. Jayhawks send that one long. Corralled by one of the Centennial defenders. Sent it to the middle. Brazeau with a touch. Friends, check out the new Zoom Room Dog Training Gym at 1875 North Ankeny Boulevard. We don't train dogs, we train the people that love them at the Zoom Room. Send us a pic of your dog at Jags Digital on Twitter or on Centennial Digital Facebook page, and each week we'll choose a pet of the week to get a special gift from the Zoom Room. Bonus points if they're watching Centennial Digital. Seems like it's starting to get a little bit chippy in there. A nice little heel kick to Ishbami. He's taken out from behind. I think we might have a penalty kick. We're looking. It's a yellow card. It might be it should be a penalty kick. He was taken out from behind on a scoring opportunity, but it doesn't look like the referee's going to give it to him. So number 2 for the Jayhawks, that's Ahmedin Mujic with the foul. And Ishbami is going to be setting up to take this free kick. Really good opportunity, just about 5 yards outside of the box. The Jayhawks are setting up, looks like a 5-person wall. And it looks like Duax and Ishbami are both setting up to take it. It looks like Duax is going to take it with the righty. He gives it up to Ishbami. Ishbami with a nice shot to the right of the wall. It's a score for Ishbami! Just a beautiful setup between Duax and Ishbami. Duax faked as a run up and let the ball go. Ishbami just did a straight kick with the tip of his toe and just went right to the right side of the wall and went right in. Nobody from the wall moved. Nobody, the goalkeeper didn't hardly move at all either. Just a straight, powerful shot from Ishbami. Score number 2 for the Jaguars. 2-0, 14 minutes into the first half.
Score by Centennial. Jack goal scored by number 11, Rashidi Ishbami. At the 13:25 mark of the first half. That's Ishbami at 13:25.
Centennial player goes down. I don't think they called the foul, and they got away with doing a little free kick in there instead of the throw-in, which it should have been. I think they were looking for a foul, and he maybe even looking for a diving on. The Jayhawks were looking for a dive on that one as well, and the referee just kind of threw up his hands. So I don't think any foul was called, but we'll move on. Lucas Cowman with a few touches on the far end for defense. Bo Brazeau turns around, back out to Cowman. Cowman's got some space, sends a nice little ball in there. Shbami's in a decent position. Jayhawks are able to knock that one on. Duax settles that ball down. Beats one defender. Sends it into Heckenlabel again, but the goalkeeper is able to come out and swallow that one up. Kyler Anderson with the save. Want to hit a couple of our other sponsors. Health First Chiropractic, Dr. Brett Renzi with the sponsorship this year. Appreciate him coming on this year, as well as Springer Floor Care. Appreciate them being part of our broadcast this year. Jayhawks looking to string together some passes as a possession here to get back into the game. 2-0 lead for the Jaguars. Number 4 with a deep shot. It'll go to the right of the goalkeeper. Number 4, Dennis Sahik with the shot. Number 4 looks big. He's a big dude, isn't he? Just standing out there amongst the other guys, he looks like a dominant presence in the midfield for the Jayhawks. He's a senior. I seem to remember him from last year as just being a dominant force there in the midfield for them. Jaguars cycling around the back. Some of the viewers may have questions about why they do that and sometimes take that back. What they're doing is trying to open up the field to allow for passing lanes. Ideally, you would have the Urbandale defenders coming up and pressing that, and it opens up the field for passing. But the Jayhawks have been kind of complacent in allowing the Jaguars to pull it up on the field. See Hick over to Rocky Carver. Rocky Carver sends it out to the side for Carter Hartman, number 13. He lets it trickle out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Jayhawks, their first of the game. All the corner kicks this year are brought to you by Iowa Rush.
You don't need 4 guys on one player. It's our corner kick. You're down 2-0.
Got a boisterous fan shouting out instructions to the Jayhawks.
Rockney Carver taking the corner kick.
Rockney Carver with the corner kick. He puts it into play. Got a couple guys in there flying it with some headers and able to just get a one touch on it. And Jaguars try to keep it in bounds, but a touch on that, and it'll be a Jayhawk throw in. They're calling looks like they're calling it offsides on the Jayhawks, maybe. I don't know what they called there, but it was a throw-in for the Jaguars, whereas the outside ref had called out of bounds on the Jaguars, but they got the throw-in, and they're cycling the ball into the back there, looking for the opportunity to move it up. A nice pass from the back up to the attacking midfielder. Nice turn. Heckerly was trying to get past his. He does get past him. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. He settles it down. The goalkeeper comes out, knocks it down, and gets up and gets possession of his own deflection and sends it upfield. Jayhawks are looking to counter, and they've got an opportunity. 21 for the Jayhawks, moving down the far side. That's Abraham Dingus. Beats his defender, sends it into the middle, down to number 6, who steps over, down to number 19 for the Jayhawks, who steps up, takes a shot, and it goes right over the top of the goalkeeper. Mason Epperson with the shot, number 19 for the Jayhawks. Jaguars are doing a nice job of being patient here as they move it up to the outside. They're doing a good job of holding on to that ball until the Jayhawks commit a defender to them and then decide to move it up into that opening. Nice little steal in the midfield. Sends a ball to some open space. The goalkeeper's going to be there. The far side Heckenlabel was there, but it would have been called for an offsides if we would have tried to chase that down as he was past that last defender when Duax had sent that ball in. So did a nice job of identifying that and letting that ball go and resetting. Got a couple of substitutions that will be coming into the game here shortly. It's going to be number 7, Lucas De La Cuba, and number 14, Austin Lundberg, will be entering the game. Nice little steal for the Jayhawks. Can't connect up on the second pass, and the Jaguars put it back into their possession. Ishbami with a touch. He'll send it into some open space. Parker Lundberg chasing that one down is going to center that ball. Nobody's there on the far end. It was a great center by Lundberg. We got somebody coming in late, but it's just a little bit too late. We would have had somebody just a little bit more aggressive on the far side. Could have had a great opportunity for a score.
Jaguar substitution, number 7, Lucas De La Cuba, and number 14, Austin Lundberg.
Substitution in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Substitution, number 11, Jude Hisler.
Jude Hisler into the game for the Jayhawks as well, number 11. One of the starters re-enters the game. Oh, nice little pull around there by the far side defender there for the Jaguars. Just pulling it right around his defender and able to get possession on the other side. Ishbami chasing down a pass from center. Nobody on the end of that. The goalkeeper doesn't settle that one down, and it goes off of a defender. Duax off of a defender. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Yeah, Simolovich, number 5, had sent that ball down into number 12, Parker Lundberg. Lundberg is with the cross there.
Going to be taken by number 10, Ty Duax.
Ty Duax with the corner. Corner kicks this year are brought to you by Iowa Rush. He puts it into possession. Not a real dangerous cross that time or a corner that time. Got number 7 setting up Heckenlabel, and Ishbami with a nice little score. Heckenlabel with a shot and kind of deflected off one of the defenders, and Ishbami's there to put that ball away as he does the bird as he comes out of there. For the 3rd goal this season for the Jaguars, 3-0 lead over the Urbandale Jayhawks. 2nd goal by Ishbami. It's 24 minutes into the first half, 16 minutes left of the half. 3-0 lead for the Jaguars.
Jaguar goal scored by number 11, Rashidi Ishbami, with his 2nd goal of the night. Goal scored at the 23:31 mark of the first half.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks,
And
brats,
Ishbami got the
jerky,
score on
and
that, but the
everything in
hard work was
between.
really
Let
done
us
by
be your
Heckin Label as
one-stop
he is
shop for
was
all
the
your
attack
favorite
there and got the good
cuts.
pass
Always
there.
from
And
local Iowa farms.
Ishbami, all he had to do was
Shopping
pretty much
local
tap it in. It
never
may have
tasted
even
so
rolled
good.
in on its own if he would have let it go, but Ishbami made sure that that one was put away. Great goal for the Jaguars. Number 10, Duax was back there playing defender and just completely schooled his defender from the Jayhawks and got that ball out. Heckin Label with a nice little pass. Has got some attacking, beats his defender. Takes a left-handed shot. The goalkeeper's in the right position. Saves that. It'll be a free kick for the goal for the Jayhawks.
By number 1, Kyler Anderson.
Kyler Anderson with the save. Looking forward to bringing you the halftime show brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. Very close to a foul there, but I think he had gotten around that ball and had gotten a touch on the actual ball instead of taking out the person, but both players went down. Could have very easily been called a foul as well. The Jayhawk crowd is looking for that foul, but it was not called. He'll be throwing for the Jaguars. Actually throwing for the Jayhawks maybe here. We're looking at mid-ref is saying no to the substitution because it is a Jaguar throw-in. They're not allowed to do substitutions from the Jayhawks in that situation. Jaguars with a nice throw-in. Heckin Label gets the ball taken from him. Jaguars retain possession on the outside. Duax with some nice touches. Heckin Label with a give and go with Ben Ridlin. No goal. There's an inadvertent foghorn. Inadvertent foghorn. Saved by the Jayhawks goalkeeper. He puts it back into play. Our production staff thinks it was a ploy to get the other team distracted and give up a goal, but it didn't work this time. Ball was out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Got some extra helpers tonight. We have Luke on the camera, and we have DJ actually producing the program tonight with a little help from Mr. Pollock. But Mr. Pollock will be stepping away and attending his daughter's track meet a little bit later, and DJ will be picking up the slack and helping us out. Foul called on the Jayhawks. Duax goes down. It'll be a free kick. About 40 yards out. Smalovic will be taking the free kick. Ball sent into play. Headed by Austin Lundberg. It looks like he's going to only saved it on the far side. Oh, nice little nutmeg from the Jaguar offensive player there. Gets the crowd going. Lundberg with a touch. Looking to get around his defender and get a center here. He does get a center. Shbami with a dangerous position, and it goes right to the right of the frame. It'll be a free kick for the Jayhawks.
For all your legal needs.
Jayhawks are finally able to get their substitutions in.
LGL player of the game. Go Jags.
And number 13, Carter Hartman.
Carter Hartman in, and number 12, Moises Modabazi. Foul by behind. Looked a lot worse than I think it really was. Urbandale Jayhawk defender went down pretty hard. Looks like we're going to try to get a coach's reaction at halftime here. It'll be one of our new features of Centennial Digital this year, powered by Freedom Tire. 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. 3-0 lead for the Jaguars. Corner kick for the Jayhawks, putting it into a nice position. Just goes a little bit too far. The Jaguars able to get that out. Shot from pretty far distance there, goes to the right of the keeper. Shot by number 13, Carter Hartman. Oh, number 18 rather. Number 18 for the Fabrizio Ducas Morales. Actually, looking one more time, I think it might have been number 19 actually with that shot. That was Mason Epperson. My apologies on the missing like who it was on the attack. Be a free kick for the Jayhawks here, and one of their good opportunities in the first half. 3-0 lead for the Jaguars. Jaguars will set up a two-man wall. Jayhawks bringing up most of their offensive players. They put that ball in. Nice ball. A great opportunity for the Jayhawks, but it goes over the top of the frame for the Jayhawks. Looks like the mid-ref's going to be looking for some clarification from the side ref here. We're going to get a penalty kick for the Jayhawks. Not sure exactly what the foul was, but we're called for a foul. It'll be a penalty kick for the Jayhawks. With just a little bit over 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. 3-0 lead for the Jaguars. Be early season test here for Andrew Nelson on a penalty kick. Is that number 6 there, Andy? Stepping up for that? Stepping up for them? That'll be Rockney Carver setting up for the left. Looks like a left-footed penalty kick coming in to the right side. It's a score for the Jayhawks. Rockney Carver with the first goal.
Jayhawk goal.
Now the Jaguars will be upset with that one as they move just into the last 10 minutes of the half here. Looks like Coach Duax is looking for an explanation for both the mid-ref and the side ref on what was called there. Jaguars put it back into action.
Jayhawk goal scored by number 6, Rockney Carver at the 30-57 mark in the first half.
Well, it gives the Jayhawks a little bit of life. Now they're down by 2 goals.
15, William Johnson.
Now the Jaguars will be upset and not be able to keep a clean sheet here in the first half. A couple substitutions here getting ready for the Jayhawks here. Number 26 will be looking to come into the game here shortly. That's Kenan Kapik. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Ishbami with a nice touch. Stays on sides. Screaming down the left side. Tries to do a nice little touch in back into the middle, but it goes off of a defender. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Those are brought to you by Iowa Rush. Looks like Duax, one of the captains, will be the one stepping in to take this shot. Substitution coming in for the Jayhawks.
Jayhawks substitution, number 26. Kenan Kopich. Into the Jaguar lineup, number 2, Brock Brazeau.
Brock Brazeau coming in for the Jaguars, number 2.
Number 10, Ty Duax.
Duax sending the ball in. Deep ball this time. Brushes off the back of one of the Jayhawk players. One of the Jaguars does chase it down. It is controlled by the Jaguars. They reset, look to set up their offense again. Pretty deep here in their offensive zone. Another nice center. Shabami tries to get connected up with that one. Just misses his head when it goes right over the top of the goalkeeper. A one-timer just misses to the right side. Jaguars are all over this goalkeeper. They keep the pressure on. Lundberg for Ishbami. Ishbami settles that ball. Beats his defender. Sends the ball into the inside. It's sent out by a defender. Ishbami is going to settle it down again. Tries to go up over the top. And the ball does go out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Jayhawks. A lot of action there in the last 30 seconds. The Jayhawks are interestingly taking the ball very short tonight, and not using usually that in most of the boys soccer they'll use the leg of that goalkeeper and send that ball down quite a ways, but the Jayhawks are choosing to take that ball short. More of a control aspect. Ben Ridlin back to Smalovic. Duax to Smalovic. Duax, nice test to Lundberg. Lundberg looks to take it back to Duax. Nice little give and go between the two of them. Duax tries to force it through about 3 different defenders. Bommy with a nice settle. Looks to get the ball under control. Tries to get around a couple defenders. He goes down. No call by the referee. Says play on. Almost a nice connection to Ishbami, but the goalkeeper for the Jayhawks, Kyler Anderson, is there to vacuum that one up, and it's going to send it back into play. Ooh, a nice shove to the back there by number 4. Gets away with it. Redland sends it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper brings it out. Duax battling in there for possession. Nice set of possession for the Jayhawks here. Shot from distance. Goes completely to the right. Hockey group of substitutions for the Jayhawks. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
23. See, Cuttery.
Dangerous pass into the middle. Ridlin, one of the freshmen there, is able to kind of get a touch on that. Jayhawks still are in a danger zone here. Duax looks to get the ball out, and defender goes right around. Number 4 with a touch.
Jayhawk throw in.
Jayhawk throw in. Jayhawks have been putting on the pressure in the last little minute or two here. Doing a nice job of connecting with some passes and getting some possession here. Something they haven't had all night. But then number 5 for the Jayhawks sends it in. Not even a dangerous attack there. Benjamin Sandoval. Ordakic. Jaguars are playing with a little bit of fire here by taking that ball back into the middle each time. Usually you want to try to run the balls out the outside when you're taking it up the midfield. But they're feeling confident in themselves, and they did get that ball into a great position. But a little bit of stress there as they try to get that ball moving in the right direction. Jaguar defender down doing a great job of boxing out like a basketball player trying to get a rebound there as the ball trickles out the far side for a throw-in for the Jaguars. That's Lucas Cowman out there, did a nice job of being patient and just letting that ball trickle under his feet and went out of bounds off of their Jayhawk player. Oh, nice job of nice little steal there. I think that's Heckenlabel's attacking there. Right off the top of the goal. Yep, and then it's also going to be looks like it was going to be an offsides as well. Heckenlabel, the promising little attack there. Just a little bit too strong on the attack there and sent it over.
Number 25.
Jayhawks will send it back into the play with a free kick from their goal. Heckenlabel attacking again. Sends it off the crossbar this time, and they're trying to get that ball out of there. They do so. A one-timer off of a Jayhawk defender. Ishbami's going to settle this one down. And then accidental trip by Ishbami. It'll be a foul. It'll be a free kick for the Jayhawks. Another great shot by Heckenlabel goes off the top of the bar. Just over 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. We're going to try to stick with the broadcast here as we go to halftime and see if we can get a word with Coach Duax here. Going to be chippy right here to the very end of the halftime. Duax with a one-on-one with the defender. He goes, pushes him to the outside. He's going to get a shot off here off his right foot. Goes off the defender. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to send it to half. Your score, Jaguars 3, Jayhawks 1.
Like I said, we'll stick here with the broadcast here and see if we can get Coach Duax on. Hey, Luke, can you hear me? You want to jump out there and see if we can get Coach Duax? You go ahead and go out on the track. Can you hear me, Lucas? We're trying to get a word with Coach Duax here, but maybe miscommunication here with our roving reporter. We'll go ahead and cut to our break here and see if we get an opportunity over there. There we go. There's Lucas there. We'll switch over to that feed there. Coach Duax, can you hear me?
Yep,
Coach Duax, can you hear me? Well, 3-1 lead. Yeah, thank you. A 3-1 lead going into halftime. Obviously shaking off some rust with the first game of the year. What are your thoughts on that first half?
I think the first 35 minutes or so we were really good, and then we kind of let up in the last 5 to 7, which isn't acceptable. We were really good. We created plenty of chances. It could be more than 3-1 at this point.
I absolutely agree with you. The connection with the passing looked really good. It looked like it was kind of a mid-season form for your guys, especially offensively. And just defensively, what happened on that goal there at the end there? I know that you'll be upset without having that clean sheet there in the first half.
Absolutely. It was a corner, and the ref said that one of our players pulled their guy down.
Yeah, I don't know if that really happened as well, but
True or not, don't know. Doesn't
exactly,
matter.
Exactly. Well, 3-1 lead going into the halftime. We appreciate your time, Coach Duax.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach.
We'll cut into some sponsorships. We'll be back with the Lincoln Savings Halftime Show.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What does it mean for Lincoln Savings Bank to be more than a bank? You know how a library used to be a place you went to find a book using the Dewey Decimal System, which you never really understood? Well, the modern library is a place where providing access to books is one of many offerings. Lincoln Savings Bank is more than just a place you get your mortgage from and have your checking account. It is also a place you get insurance. It's a place you can get financial planning advice. It's a place you can do college planning. Have I made my point? Lincoln Savings Bank, more than a bank.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Welcome back to the Lincoln Savings Bank Halftime Show. For over 120 years, Lincoln Savings Bank has been loving the people we work with and the customers we serve with locations all over Iowa. LSB offers commercial and retail banking, mortgage, insurance, and wealth management, along with an award-winning small business lending team. Proud to be part of the Ankeny community for over 10 years. Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. We are here in the halftime show right now. Andy Pollock joining you as the Jaguars lead Urbandale 3-1 here in a first soccer match of the season for the Jaguar boys. Iowa's premier indoor youth sports facility is open right now in Ankeny. The field house at Prairie Trail Sports Complex will be offering boys and girls basketball tournaments, volleyball tournaments, and hit track leagues for softball and baseball. Visit prairietrailsc.com for details on tournaments, leagues, and other events in the Ankeny community. They've got co-ed pickleball, couples pickleball that made sure my wife was aware of and try to keep us married for longer than the 20 years we are on right now. I'm not sure playing pickleball on the same team would be a good idea. We might be better off playing together. Also want to thank tonight U.S. Cellular, and we'll take a look around the CIML right now, courtesy of U.S. Cellular and their blazing fast 5G network located just north of Northview Middle School and right across from the Ankeny Sonic. Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular, and right now the girls, top-ranked girls, are leading Urbandale, who's also in the top 15 right now. They lead them 2-0 right at halftime there. We'll be back. Austin Oliver making his way back into the studio, and we will be back with our second half right after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
This is Austin Oliver back with you. Just about 20 seconds left in the halftime here as the teams are taking the field and the referees are coming back onto the field. And the kids trying to score some goals are getting kicked off the field. Jaguars are a little late out to the pitch here as they hustle out from the locker room there and a sprint here trying to get ready for the game with just 5 seconds left to go. We'll be flipping sides this half. It'll be the Jaguars on the left going to the right in black, and the Jayhawks will be on the right screen going to the left in their whites. Urbandale captain is meeting with all 3 referees there. Started to cool down a little bit here. Lucky to be up here out of the wind here, but the teams are out there on the field about 46 degrees. It's a little bit cooler. Feels to be about 44 degrees. So not too bad, but there's a light breeze moving out there. Definitely got a little chill to that breeze. We got 40 minutes back onto the clock. I believe it'll be Urbandale possession here to start the second half. 3-1 lead for the Jaguars. That'll actually be a Jaguar possession here to start the second half. Lucas De La Cuba will be taking the first touch here for the Jaguars. He's a freshman. Didn't start tonight, so he'd be playing in place of somebody here. Looks like maybe Heckenlabel will be getting a little bit of a rest here at the beginning of the first half. Want to remind everybody to stick with us after the game for the Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci player of the game. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law. Hold on real quick. We got somebody go down here in the box, but the referee declines to call a penalty. And the Jayhawks put it back into possession. We'll stay with this action here for just a second more and finish up with Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci as Ishbami goes down as well. And does get a call. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars at about 20 yards out.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Jaguar, free kick.
It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. It'll be Duax once again stepping up with Ishbami. We'll see who takes this time. Ishbami fakes. It'll be a attack by Duax, goes right over the top. It's a field goal for 3 points. Just went a little bit high. Finish up our player of the game there with Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci. You can reach out to LGL Law at 515-964-8777 or online at ankenylaw.com. They'll be bringing us our player of the game. As the Jayhawks go out on a little bit of a break here, number 9 for the Jayhawks with a touch. And Cowman is with him step for step and is able to turn him back. And as the rest of the offensive grouping for the Jayhawks starts to move into the offensive zone, the Jayhawks still looking for some possession. Jaguars get a steal and begin moving it down for a counterattack. Jayhawks are all in pretty good defensive position. Heckenlabel is out there. He just moved from middle forward out to the outside. Counter-attack for the Jayhawks once again. Number 9 once again with the attack. Over to number 6, Rocky Carver. He's the goal scorer for the Jayhawks. Call for a handball. It was pretty close. He had that arm pretty close to the body, and usually the arms within the silhouette of the body is usually not called, but the referee made a decision that had moved out a little bit from the silhouette of the body and called for the penalty, the handball. Shot from the Jayhawks. Hits off the field goal post. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Jags. Number 6, Rodney Carver, once again with the free kick. Trying to get his second goal of the game. Just goes a little bit over the top of the keep. Nice strong possession for the Jayhawks there as they move through the middle. It's knocked out by the Jaguars. Nice ball fed into Ishbami. Ishbami one-on-one with the goalkeep. One touches, tries to go around him. The goalkeep gets to the right position. Stop with Ishbami, and he gets knocked to the ground. The ball's still rattling around, but is wrapped up by Kyler Anderson. No goal as he puts it back into play. Ishbami just was indecisive there on what he wanted to do. Just needed to make a decision and go for it. Was trying to go right around the goalkeep, but the goalkeep kept in a good position. Was able to snatch that one from his foot. Jayhawks moving it up the field. Nice little bit of possession here. Kicks out to number 9 on the sideline. Looks to make a move. It does a nutmeg on his defender, Lucas Kalman. Brazo comes over and sweeps that one out there. Kicks it back out to one of the Jayhawk defenders. They recycle it around the outside. Jaguar midfielders are able to get possession of that. Duax moves it up. Nice little pass to Heckenlabel. Goal keeps way out on his line. Heckenlabel with the touch. And what are they going to call here? Oh my gosh. The referee blew the whistle. Should have been a free play. Should have been a goal for Heckenlabel. What's he going to call here? We'll see what he's going to call here. Is maybe even going to be a penalty on the goalkeep here. Looks like he's walking up. Is maybe going to be taking out a yellow card for the goalkeep. It's a red card for the goalkeep. Goalkeep has to make a play on the ball. No, he did not make a play on the ball, so he gets the red card and a scoring opportunity. It'll be a goal kick. I don't know what he's going to do here. Is it going to be a penalty shot here, or what is he going to do? Well, I think the penalty actually may have happened outside of the zone, so it will not be a penalty shot. It'll be a free kick from right there. That's a tough call for the referee. Inadvertently blew that whistle. It should have gone and let that play out. It would have been a score. See if we can get an explanation here on the call here. He's going over to, looks like over to Darby, the coach for the Jayhawks. I don't think anybody really had any reason to not understand that call, but when you have a scoring opportunity like that, one-on-one at the goalkeeper, and he goes out and does not play the ball, instead plays the person, that's about the only thing that the referee can do, is pull out that red card. Duax and Ishbami are already set up to take their free kick here, but the midfield referee has to come back out, gave the explanation to the Jayhawks coach. It'll be a free kick, a 4-man wall set up by the Jayhawks. Last time Ishbami just went and just did a straight toe kick on this one. It was able to go right to the edge of it and was able to score fairly easily. Definitely some pressure on a goalkeeper coming in raw right off of the bench. That'll be Cole Hansen, I believe, a junior. Ishbami does that straight kick again, but it goes to the left of the wall and the left of the frame. Actually, we'll go Blake Bullerman as the goalkeeper, a freshman goalkeeper, number 30 in for the Jayhawks. He'll put the ball into play. Got a gorgeous moon coming up off the backside of the pitch there, Andy. Kalman to Ishbami. Ishbami beats his defender. He's got a defender roaring down his back. Sends it back out to number 7 on the outside. He sends it back across, and it's defended. Oh. Ishbami's going to get a shot. It goes off of a defender. A lot of pressure by the Jaguars. Leading to a counter shot here. The goalkeeper's way out of the goalkeeper there. Sends it out to the midfield. Brock Brazo with a ball to the outside. Duax with a touch off of his chest. Settles it down. Backflip by Ishbami. Ishbami's going to be called for a... Should have been called for an offsides there, and I thought the sideline referee had that flag up, but he takes it down and they can play on. Sending another ball deep over the top of the defense. Number 11 for the Jayhawks there to try to gather that one up, but he does not get there in time. That's Jude Hissler. Jude Hissler gets that ball taken away from him and does pull down his defender, right, trying to get that ball back from Brock Brazeau. It'll be a foul. I got a little bit of pushing and shoving, a little bit of chippiness here in the second half. The Jayhawks have definitely come out with a better mindset here coming in the second half. Have had more possession, have been able to string their passes together, and have gotten some even some opportunities into the offensive zone, something they didn't do very much of in the first half at all. Coach Darby Wesley's got to be excited with the start to the second half. Jaguars getting out in deep into the offensive zone. Going against two defenders. It's number 7, Lucas De La Cuba. Jaguars with a nice little series of passes to open it up. The center from the far side. That's headed out by a Jayhawk defender. Kalman to Ishbami. Nice defending by the Jayhawks. Minutes of the second half, 3-0 lead still for the Jaguars. Long ball sent down, nobody there. Be Andrew Nelson touching the ball here and getting the offense reset, moving up the field. Be a throw in for the Jaguars. Friends, check out the new Zoom Room, dog training gym at 1875 North Ankeny Boulevard. We don't train dogs, we train the people that love them at the Zoom Room. Send us a picture of your dog at Jags Digital on Twitter or on our Centennial Digital Facebook page, and each week we'll choose a pet of the week to get a special gift from the Zoom Room. Bonus points if they're watching Centennial Digital. Duax to Ishbami. Ishbami looking to get that ball into some space, goes to the far side. Ball settled there, but a Jayhawk defender is able to send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in very, very deep in the offensive zone for the Jaguars.
Jaguar throw in.
If you're looking for a place to train, you're looking for an opportunity to get better, we can help you do that. Nick Jarash with Nick Jarash Fitness. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Nick Jarash. Want to get a chance to hit some of our other sponsors here. Health First Chiropractic with Dr. Brett Renzi. Glad to have him aboard this year, as well as Springer Floor Care.
And number 21, Abe Dingus.
Got a couple substitutions in for the Urbandale Jayhawks. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Duax a little touch trying to get a ball through the middle there. A couple defenders there able to knock it out of there. Ishbami trying to beat his defender. Does beat him, sends it into Duax. Duax to Brazeau. Brazeau to the outside. backs to Ishbami. Ishbami's got to stay on sides there. Settles down. De La Cuba gets pulled down there right at the edge of the box. Looks like it's going to be a free kick right on the 1 yard off of the box here with 13 minutes into the first half. Ishbami gets that first ball. Sends it across the middle. Nobody's there. Really close to a goal. They took that free kick very, very quickly and caught the Urbandale Jayhawks off guard, but they're not able to find the back of the net on that cross. Just barely missed a connection on the far side. Nice steal by Duax. Jayhawks have done a nice job of kind of a mixture of between long balls and sending a nice ball into number 21 for the Urbandale Jayhawks, and he's offsides.
Play is offside.
Just must have been offsides by just a smidge. Nice little ball in there for number 21 as he was attacking. That was Abraham Dingus. Jayhawks play it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper brings it out. The defender missed the ball on that time and leads to a little bit of a small breakaway as the Ankeny defenders get back in time. They get the ball rolled out for a throw-in. Brock Brazeau gets taken down. No call. Ishbami on the ball right now, trying to beat his defender. Series of pullbacks there. Gets his defender beat. Gets it to Brazeau. Brazeau to De La Cuba. De La Cuba to Duax. Duax tries to slide it through for Heckenlabel, but there's a couple defenders there. They're able to knock that ball out. De La Cuba to Kalman. Kalman, nice job getting by his defender. Gets to Ishbami. Leads him into the play. Ishbami one-on-one with his defender. Tries a little scissor move there on the far close to the end line. Is able to not able to get it off of his foot. And it goes out the back of the pitch for a free kick for the Jayhawks. 17 minutes here into the second half. Jayhawks are playing a little give and go, a little dangerous game there. Playing short there, almost got that ball stolen by De La Cuba. Series of perfectly weighted passes for the Jaguars as they move that ball up the field in a really nice, efficient manner. Lundberg on the far side kicks it, goes off of a defender, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Actually, we're going to get a corner kick out of this, I believe. Yeah, we're going to get a corner kick out of this. That's Duax over there getting ready to put that ball into play. Heckenlabel's moving over for a possible short corner. Hecklabel starts to back away. Duax puts the ball into the play. Nice high arching ball, putting it into great position. Ishbami with a nice header puts it right on frame, but the goal keeps in a great position to be able to snatch that one out of the air and get it back into play. That's Blake Bullerman for the Jayhawks. Ishbami with nice two little pullbacks, gets around his defender, chips it into De La Cuba. Duax takes a one-timer, goes right over the top of the goal.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
I want to say congratulations to Teresa Davis of West 40 Locker as well on her 2-year anniversary just in the last couple days. So congratulations to her, one of our sponsors this year. Free ball sent in by the Jayhawks. Just not able to connect up and get anything really going for the offensive zone for them. They've had some nice possession here in the second half and been moving the ball around a lot better the second half than they were in the first. But just not able to get to that last little step that they need to connect up for a shot on goal. Nice ball into Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel settles that ball down. Trying to get a shot off, but too many defenders there. Jayhawks get possession, moving back up the field, trying to counter. Got a handball call. It'll be a Jaguar free kick. Don't forget to stick around after the end of the game to find out about our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law player of the game is. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law, 515-964-8777 or online at ankenylaw.com. Shibami deciding which move he's going to make. Gets the ball into Duax. Duax into Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel some fancy footwork to get out of there. Ishbami almost gets a connection with Duax to get a shot on goal, but it goes by him harmlessly. And
number 14, Austin Lundberg, and number 15, Braden Packabush.
Got a couple substitutions coming in. Braden Packabush, and then Austin Lundberg also entering the game. I'm guessing that Parker and Austin must be brothers. They got two Lundbergs on the team here. Got one that's a sophomore and one that's a senior. Anybody at home watching, you have to let us know where you're watching from to see where we're the reach that we're getting for Centennial Digital. Give us a hi in the comments, and we'll be sure to mention you on the air. 18 minutes left to go in the second half. Tate Duax should be watching tonight. Want to give a hello out to him. Jaguars making some connections there, but we have an offsides on Ishbami. Yeah, he knocked that ball down, and he looked to see if the flag was up before he even made a move, so he knew he was offsides. Ooh, nice snatch out of the air there for number 15 for the Jaguars. It's Brandon Packabush. Duax and Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel sends it out. Lucas Kalman to Ishbami. Ishbami makes a move. Gets it right on there. Looks like the ball went out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Jayhawks. Got a couple substitutions coming in for the Jayhawks. Number 11 and number 26 will be entering the game.
Jayhawk substitutions, number 11, Jude Hissler, and number 26, Kenan Kupich.
Laura here, proud to be the team for all your legal needs. Just a reminder to stick around after the game for the LGL Player of the Game. Go Jags!
Brandon Packerbush taking that ball deep into the offensive zone for the Jaguars. Data Cuba with some nice footwork there to get that ball free. Gets it over to Brock Brazeau. Brock Brazeau sends it to the outside. So a Jaguar player gets leg taken out here. He's struggling to get back up here. Looks like Heckenlabel got taken out there. Got another substitute teed up for the Jaguars. It'll be Logan Page will be coming into the game. His first action of the night. Number 19. A little too strong on the pass to the outside. It trickles out of bounds for a Jayhawks throw-in. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Once again, that's Logan Page entering the game for the first time. He's a junior, number 19. He comes in for Ishbami. Looks like Ishbami may be dealing with some cramps.
Jayhawk substitution, number 12, Moses Mudbaki.
Be a free kick for the Jaguars. Must have hit the referee again. I missed that, but he did just a little drop ball, then back into play. Kalman looking for some openings. Sends it to Packerbush. Packerbush centers. Brock Brazeau looks to be a one-timer. There's that moon, that nice orange moon, spring moon coming in. You can see it in the back of the shot. Andy's running the camera right now and producing at the same time. A little give and go with Duax. Duax takes a shot. It is a score for Duax. Just to the left of the goal keep for his second of the game. Ty Duax. And actually that was Ty's first goal of the game. There was two for Ishbami. We had one for Heckenlabel and one for Ty Duax for a 4-1 lead for the Jaguars. Nice calm shot by Ty Duax for the goal. The fourth of the game for the Jaguars. 4-1 lead for the Jags.
Centennial. Jag goal scored by number 10, Ty Duax. At the 26:04 mark of the second half. That's Duax at 26:04.
Brock Page is offside, and it did put that goal away, but Ishbami got up to cheer that potential goal there, and I think he got a cramp in his leg once again. He goes down in a heap here on the sidelines. He's trying to roll that cramp out of his leg. Nice little job by Logan Page just into the game, but was just a little bit offsides.
Jaguar throw in.
Okay, just wanted to bring you a scoring update for the Lady Jags there over in Urbandale on a away match. Their score is a 2-0, I think is what we reported at halftime. It's still 2-0 with 15 minutes left to go in that game. Another matchup of your number 1 Jaguars against the top 20 team from Urbandale for the gals. Packabush with some nice defending, sends it into a dangerous zone there. Duax tries to get them to control. Austin Lundberg settles that one down and kind of takes a half-hearted shot there and sends it right to the goalkeep. Brock Brazeau knocking that ball down as it came off of the goalkeep's feet. Heckenlabel with a nice touch here, trying to beat his defender. Goes off that defender. I think it's going to be a corner kick on the far side for Ty Duax. Has been taking most of those. The corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush. Looks like we're actually going to be bringing in somebody new for those corner kicks.
Going to be taken by
Smolovich. Smolovich sends it in. Coming all the way across to Lucas Cowman. Lucas Cowman sends it into Duax. Jayhawk defenders send that ball out. Cowman with a nice job. A little shove from number 11 for the Jayhawks as the ball trickles out of bounds. Jaguar throw in. Temperature's definitely dropping out there as it's even getting a little chilly here in the press booth. Little give and go between Cowman to Packabush out to the outside. Jayhawks send that ball in deep. Jaguar goalkeep comes out and takes that ball and sends it back down the field. Got a Hoxie substitution group here coming in for the Jaguars. We got number 4, Ben Ho. Number 17, Kayla Murray. Number 26, Nicholas De La Cuba. And number 3, Isaac Henninger. A bunch of these starters are starting to leave the field. Takes away some of our starters there. Had a great game. 4-1 lead with just a little bit over 8 minutes left to go here in the game. Can see Coach Duax at the bottom of the picture there with some words with his starting forward, Heckenlabel, junior, with a goal tonight. This game winds down. Don't forget to stick with us at the end of the game, and we'll be giving you our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci player of the game, your local attorneys, and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law at 515-964-8777 or online at ankenylaw.com. We'll have our West 40 Market post-game show here shortly. I want to call out a couple of other sponsors here. Our Health First Chiropractic is Dr. Brett Renzi here in town, as well as Springer Floor Care. Welcoming them this year for one of our sponsors, several of our sponsors. Packabush, nice little job of taking that ball in there. As somebody in the crowd screams, "Take it!" He does let loose a shot. It goes awry of the goal. Be throwing for the free kick for the Jayhawks. Nice ball stolen by the Jayhawks. They're sending it down in there. But the defending has done a pretty good job of just taking that ball to the outside. Got a lot of contact over there on the far side. The referee looks like he's putting an end to it with a foul call on, looks like number 4 for the Jaguars. That's Ben Ho over there trying to do some nice defending. But number 12 for the Jayhawks, Moises Matabazi, will have a free kick in coming in here. Not able to get ahead. A connection on that. It'll roll harmlessly out of the back of the pitch. It'll be a goal kick for the Jaguars. Number 10 for the Jayhawks is coming in.
Jayhawk substitution.
That's Joseph Rempe. Joseph's a senior midfielder. He's just coming in the game for the first time tonight. Jude Hissler going off the field. Jayhawks get a throw in off of a non-connection between a couple passes for some Jaguars, some of the new entrants into the field. Duax trying to direct traffic out there, sends it to the outside. Kayla Murray with his first touches of the match. Sends it out to Logan Page. Logan Page moving it up. Nice cross from Logan. Nobody there to finish up with. Just a little bit too high on the pitch. Jayhawks let that trickle out. Be a throw-in for the Jayhawks. Jaguar goes in with a hard tackle, knocks down the Jayhawk. Is called for a foul. Jayhawks sent a long ball down. The Jaguar defenders are there to pick up the pass. Duax moving up the field. Packabush with the touches. Ben Ho looking for an opening to move the ball up. Connects with Murray. Murray out to Packabush. Packabush has got some room to move up. He's going to look to get back across his body. Well defended. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jayhawks. Number 17 for the Jayhawks coming in. That's Kellen Parker.
Jayhawk substitution, number 17, Kellen Parker.
Number 15, William Johnson as well. And number 25, Roy Gonzalez Cabreras. Strong play for Murray, able to fight through a tackle by the Jayhawks. Packabush sends it down the line for number 26. Nicholas De La Cuba. Logan Page with a shot that goes to the right side.
Jaguar substitution, number 2, Brock Brazeau.
Brock Brazeau comes in for Ty Duax. Finishing up the game with 1 goal. Jayhawks looks to get an opening here. Jersey pull by the Jayhawks. Referee says no call. Play on with possession. Play on with advantage is what that's called. So even the foul was happened. If the Jaguars are in an advantageous position and moving forward, they'll go ahead and let the play go on and call the foul afterwards. Kind of be similar to a breakaway in basketball. If they called a foul and the team was on a breakaway, they go ahead and let them finish the play. That's what happened in this, and that referee gives those both arms moving forward, pointing to the direction of the advantage, and it lets you know that they're go ahead and play on, even though he would have called a foul. If that's thwarted pretty quickly, they'll go ahead and bring the foul back to a free kick for them. But if they move forward on that advantage, they'll let them keep playing.
Under a minute remaining.
We'll try to get a hold. We're not probably going to get a hold of Coach after the game. Nope. Okay. Ball skips by one of the Jaguar defenders. One of the other guys is there to pick it up. Goalkeeper sends that ball out of bounds. Packabush does a nice job of keeping that out of bounds as it was sailing, and then Brock Brazeau sends that one off of a defender. He'll take his time picking that one up with just 15 seconds left to go in the match. I doubt if they'll even throw the ball in here as the time whittles away here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that'll wrap us up. A 4-1 win for the Jaguars in the opening game of the season and the home opener. Great job by all. Had some contributions from freshmen that I think we'll talk next time we talk to Coach. We'll definitely get a chance to talk to him about what he thinks of those contributions from those 3 freshmen. We'll be back in a few minutes here. Okay, we're just going to keep it here and probably player of the game, I think, for Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci, player of the game. I think we'll give it to Shbami, I would say. Had 2 goals for the Jaguars tonight. Also had some scoring from a couple other individuals, but with his 2 goals, he'll be our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci player of the game. Tuesday night next week, we'll have some more soccer or track. Soccer will be next week, and as well on next Friday as well, I believe we have a game. Thursday next week as well. So we'll look forward to seeing you again here on Centennial Digital, brought to you by Freedom Tire. This is Austin Oliver signing off for the night. We appreciate you being here.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.